Okay, wanted to kind of give an update on what's been going on here with the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. As many of you have seen, we made some changes in the off season based on a multitude of factors. But first and foremost, it's the success of the Wichita Falls Nighthawks both on and off the field. This is a thing that's a community that owns this team. It's a community that we're here for, and we've got to perform on all levels. So Jason and I made some decisions in the off season. Felt like we needed to make some changes, obviously, all the way to the top of the coaching command, and that led us to our coaching search to find the best fit for Wichita Falls. And we kind of went back to where a conversation started last year. I talked to Coach Back last year, right out of the gate. He was at that time preparing to defend a championship in Nashville with a quality organization and a good organization there. And I was starting up a new indoor organization in Wichita Falls. So it didn't fit at that time with him and his situation and needing to see what was going to happen here in Wichita Falls. After we got 1 year in the books based on player reviews, coach reviews, and kind of seeing how the team was going to perform, and the fact that Nashville was not going to have a football team this coming season, the opportunity fit both of us really well to where Wichita Falls is a good fit. Coach Back brought his family out before making a decision. I felt like that was it was important for him to bring his family out. It was important for me to see that he wanted to bring his family out and make sure that this is a fit. That means he's looking at this as a long-term objective and someplace that he can put in some roots. So with all that being said, I am very proud to announce the head coach of the Wichita Falls Nighthawks, Mr. Billy Back.
Thank you, Drew. Excited to be here. Like I said, we spoke about this last year at about the same time, and something about it was perked my interest at the time last year, but I couldn't feel like I could walk away from something that was pretty good in Nashville. I was with great people last year, great ownership, and that's how I felt when I came down and met with Drew and his wife Terry and Jason. Made me feel comfortable. Our whole family felt comfortable. My daughter and my fiance, and it just was something where it felt like it was a good fit. And I said Drew had a good thing here, and he defined it and perfected it. In the off season, through the season, weathered the storm. They had a rough season on the field last year. A lot of good players we brought back, and I just felt like it's an opportunity to be able to win a championship here, on and off the field. The guys we have now are well represented in the community with their jobs, and stable housing, and the guys we're bringing in are going to be guys you're going to be proud of on and off the field as well. So it's exciting for me to get another chapter in the IFL in Wichita Falls, Texas, and looking forward for good things.
Before we open it up to any questions you have, kind of give an update on where we are and some of the changes we've made, and to kind of highlight some of the things we did well in the first season. Like to introduce Jason Douglas. He's the VP of the team. He came on last year and kind of hit the ground running as far as helping us run the show. He's done a tremendous job of getting us contacts with NFL teams and some of the Power Conference college teams to help our recruiting and help develop players to get them moved up to the next level. That's one of the main focuses we have, is to get players moved up to the NFL and catch guys that probably should be in the NFL and need development of one sort or another, whether it's rehabbing an image or whether it's overcoming an injury or just getting another look so that they can get to the NFL. We've got NFL quality players on our team, quite a few of them. We've added quite a few. I'm excited in the next in the coming weeks we'll start announcing the players that we've signed, both the re-signings that are coming back to Wichita Falls as well as new recruits and new faces we'll be seeing here. So Jason's done a tremendous job with that. And, I thought one of the things we did really well last year was the way we ran the operations. We didn't get the attendance we wanted, but I don't think it was because the show and the product was lacking in any way. We'll improve that in the coming year, and I think we've got some great strategies in place to help build the attendance so that there's really the environment that we need on these indoor games. My focus coming into this, and the reason that I wanted to bring this team here and felt like it was important for Wichita Falls is what we can do off the field, helping kids. The DARE program, Officer Sheehan loves having our guys go out. She said that before she had our guys out with her. She said, "Don't worry, none of these guys, none of the kids will listen to you." We had Marcus Jackson go the first day, and those kids sat on their hands for 20 minutes straight, listened to every word he said. So that's an effective way for us to deliver a message, help Dare deliver a message. We went to one of the schools when we do appearances trying to get school kids excited about coming out, and by lunch, 4 of the substitute teachers that they'd called out had already gone, or 3 of the 4 substitute teachers they called out had already gone home. They couldn't handle the class, and this is a class of elementary kids. So we implemented a new rule at the camp. If a player can't handle a classroom, they're cut. And just about every player we've got has a standing offer to work as a substitute teacher in the WFISD. All of our guys, for the most part, have 60 college credit hours, so they can go substitute. It helps substitute teachers, puts guys in there that can be a model for the kids, and it helps the school district, helps them get a little extra money in their pockets. So those are the kind of things that I'm excited about that we're helping with here in Wichita Falls, nonprofits. I'd love to be able to do more as far as cash sponsorships. We're in a position right now where we need to get the Nighthawks organization strengthened financially before we can do cash sponsorship. We can certainly do player appearances. Anytime we can help highlight an organization, we're certainly willing to do that. So those are some of the highlights that we had. With that, I will open the floor to questions. I'm sure you probably have a lot more questions for Coach than me, so fire away.
Coach, I mean, if someone were to come up and ask about your philosophy and what kind of football your teams play, kind of describe what kind of coach you are.
I'm a fast-paced offense, no huddle offense, 12 seconds, the ball snapped. I just like to keep the defense on their toes. You know, for the fans itself, it needs to be a fast-paced game to keep you guys on your seat. If it's sit back, if we huddle up and take 35 seconds every play, why wouldn't it? If we huddle up and take 35 seconds every play, it's going to be a complacent, boring game to watch. Put that on the bloopers reel.
It's always something.
You said somebody has to kick that in.
That was very good.
Even more impressive than none of this stuff.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your IFL experience. I think you played in the league, is that right?
Yeah, I played in I played in 2005 was my first year. Back then it was called the NIFL. You know, it's changed the names quite a bit. Last time I played in the IFL was 2009 in Bloomington, Illinois. And it was a game where, you know, when my last hit, I took a shot against the walls, and I thought to myself, I'm done. I'm good. That's the last one I ever want to take. And you know, from that point on, it just was a fact that I felt like I wanted to coach and be involved with this. And I was in the IFL 2 years ago in Allen, and you know, the situation, circumstances themselves wasn't the greatest. We were 5-9 on the season. Felt like we were a high disappointment because our roster was pretty stacked. And you know, that led, you know, the fire to me to go to Nashville the next year and win a championship. And just, you know, it's been 4 championships in 5 seasons, and this is my 6th one. So it's something that we want to do to where, and definitely want to win now. You know, it's something I think we got a roster full of players and the staff are putting together to be successful on the field. And the IFL is the best league to be in, hands down. You know, the competition level and the coaching staffs you go against every night. You know, it's going to be a dogfight every night. There's not going to be any blowouts. It's going to be an opportunity to get your butt kicked every night. So that's something we look forward to, and the game planning aspect of it is pretty exciting for us.
Your best programs, whether they're at the high school level or at the professional level, have stability. Should we believe that you're going to be here for 4 or 5 years and that you're going to make a commitment to this community?
Absolutely. That's one of the things we took this job about. You know, something I talked to him about, and that's the main reason I brought my family down to see the fit. You know, uprooting my daughter and fiance from Cincinnati, Ohio, to come down here. You know, it took a lot of, you know, work from Terry and Drew to convince them that this is the right place for us. And you know, I no other place I want to be than Wichita Falls, Texas, in the IFL. You know, especially what they have here established and what we can also do to build it up to make it better. So there's no plans other than Wichita Falls, Texas.
Is there an excitement in taking over a program that's still in its infancy?
Yeah, it is. It's not quite a build-up stage, but it's an establishment to where I can also build up off of it. And so coming in and trying to tweak a few things here and there, and getting the right players, you know, to buy in, you know, to not feel entitled to what they had last year, to expect to win and expect to gain, you know, the respect from our opponents and everything. I think that's exciting to me to come in here and improve on our record, improve on our wins at home. That's the most important thing, is winning at home. You know, win in front of our home crowd, making them proud. You know, on the road's a bonus in this league. And so, you know, just to build off of it and just to, you know, add on to what these guys have started, I'm excited for it.
Because I know like the IFL and the AFL have some pretty distinct rules differences. The leagues that you've worked in before, other than the IFL, which way do they tend to go?
Well, I did 2 years in the AFL style rule set and 3 years in the IFL style rule set. The IFL to me it's a much more fun game to coach, if that's the proper grammar. I'm not sure, but it's more fun to coach in because there's so many aspects of game. It's like a chess match. You know, you can go full house backfield. You can go 2x2. In the AFL, it's your Jimmies and Joes. You know, I'll run the same play 14 times if it works. You know, opposed to the IFL, we have to mix in a run, a play action. It's outdoor football brought inside, and it's actually better for the players if they want to advance to the next level, the CFL, the NFL, to come, to join. You know, the running back aspect of the game is important. Your zone read concept in the run, a mobile quarterback who can also throw in the pocket. So it opens up everything that you want as a player and as a coach, really, to get back outdoors and implement your outdoor game. You know, I came from a wing tee offense in high school, which was the most boring offense to be in, but it got the job done. I went coaching a spread offense when I left my high school, and so just combining the run aspect and the pass aspect, it's fun to do because you can drop a play in the sand and see if it works. It didn't work. We'll scratch that one. But if it does work, we got a new play. So it's exciting at the same time. But then again, like I said, the other teams can do the same thing we're doing when it comes to game planning. So it's all about what your coaches can do and think up and how your players can perform it.
What's a successful first season for you here?
To be honest with you, it's a championship. Last year we came up short in the playoffs. I felt like we underachieved on offense. Our defense was good. We built the defense back up to be dominant defense this year, and offensively we're adding the pieces we need piece by piece. We're being selective offensively this year. I felt like the playmaker position at the receiver is a key thing we're trying to add right now to find the right guys who can make plays, but also be I want to say stable enough to last the entire season. And I don't want fragile players. So I think we're definitely we want to win. Our main goal is win all home games, and then the next goal is to win on the road, playoffs. Playoff wins in the championship. And I don't think that's too far-fetched. And I think the coaching staff and I'm putting together has the caliber to win games, the knowledge to be in the games. They've been in those positions before. Championship, my playoff record is 6-1. Stubbed our toe last year, and that's just been a fire burning in me ever since the season ended. As soon as the season ended, I thought, let's get the heck out of here. This was a horrible, it's a horrible feeling. And then when Drew and I talked, it just ignited again to I get a chance to go back to the IFL and get us started, get us a W. So I don't want to guarantee a championship, but I guarantee that's our goal. So that's what we're shooting for. Anybody else?
While we're waiting on a question, one of the things he mentioned, there's a little bit of a change in the playoff format this year. The IFL's added 2 games. We have a 16-game schedule. Our schedule's out, available on our website now. We've also added 2 playoff teams. So out of the 16 teams that we have, or the 12 teams we have in the league, 6 teams will make the playoffs. Talking about stability, only the second time in indoor professional football, the IFL returned all 10 teams that played last year in their same locations. That shows tremendous stability for the IFL. 2 years in a row now, we've had a team drop from the AFL, which is, people have the impression that that's the big league of indoor football, and really that's just the expensive league of indoor football. They're not stable, and they're struggling as far as the product goes. So we've added the Spokane Shock is now a member of the IFL. So we have 12 teams. The league is planning to expand, grow to 16 teams and cap there. So we really are very selective. The teams are scrutinized pretty heavily before they're let to come into this league, which is it's off-putting to some potential owners, but it's great for the playing partners that we have in the league. So that's an important part, and I think it's one of the reasons why the IFL is a league that's built on stability and will be consistent over the next few years. Any other questions?
What's your coaching staff? Already start putting into place?
I've got 3 candidates I'm looking to finalize for the defense coordinator position. It's something I drove around this morning thinking about. I want to get the right guy in here, the right fit to win now. It's not something I want to have to rebuild and process. I want it to be somebody that fits my personality, I'm fun. I enjoy having fun. You know, I'll chest pump the players after a big play and fist pump and, you know, and get in their face and they mess up. And I want the same type of guy defensively that's going to, you know, expect and demand perfection out of their guys. You know, we got an assistant coach that's played in this game that's going to be our eye in the sky that I think is going to be very valuable to us. And so, you know, once I get those finalized and secured and, you know, to where I'm 100% positive I want them, that's what we're going to go with. But right now I don't have any names for you. So
is that emotion you refer to an important part of your coaching technique?
yeah, I challenge guys in the field. You know, I challenge them because when I played, I was a fireball, and you know, being, you know, 5'9", 185 pounds, you know, I have to do something. And so when I played, it was all intense. You know, so I kind of running scared. You know, so I get these guys. I want to get our guys the same way. You know, get them motivated in their face. You know, push them to their breaking point and see how they react. And most of the time, our guys respond in a positive way. Those who fold up shop don't stay around very long.
Are you guys looking to have tryouts again, or is it going to be more of a invite-only type of thing?
We will be definitely having tryouts, a couple different ones. One of the issues there, Coach Ernie Cook was heading up and directing our tryouts. He's been taken away with his daughter was in a pretty bad car crash, and he's been tending to her needs there in Fort Worth now. So that's one of the things on our docket this week is for Coach Back and I to get together and set up tryout camps to look and see if we can find you know, guys that have the talent and ability and just haven't had the look. So we're definitely looking at that. We've got a lot of interest. So we get multiple requests daily for asking us when we're going to have tryouts, and we'd love to have an answer to that as soon as possible.
Are you media friendly?
Absolutely. I sometimes say things that I think I probably shouldn't have said that right there. So, but I mean, I'm honest. I'm upfront. I'm honest. I wear my feelings on my sleeve, and I'm sure there'll be times Drew will, you know, pull me aside and say, "Hey, don't be so honest this time." But yeah, if you ask me a question and it's on my mind, if I feel a certain way about a coach in the league, I'll probably tell you how I feel, how I feel about a team. It's just, you know, it's harmless, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's who I am.
So wait a minute, so if we come out there and ask you prior to a game, you know, what do you think about this team coming up? You're not going to give us the standard, well, they're a well-coached team. We hear about that about every team. You're going to say,
Absolutely
you know
not.
what, we're going to out-coach this team.
I'll be 100% honest with you, and I'll tell you exactly how. Now, if I'm in a good mood that day or a bad mood, depends on how practice goes. You know, you might have to bleep some words out, but it's, you know, I'll be 100% honest with you all the time.
That's kind of the culture of the organization. We try to, you know, we answer all questions and take them as they come, and every now and then we regret our answers.
All right, so who's the worst coached team in the IFL right now?
I wasn't here in 2015, so I haven't played a game yet, so I don't know. But I'll have an answer for you by the end of the year.
It's a toss-up between the other 11.